Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Oh, here we go. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Bird got that COVID yesterday, so he had to check in from home today. So that's where he was doing a little broadcast from.
I heard he got it from kissing too many random chicks up in St. Augustine on our trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he making out with the ladies?
Maybe he was sneaking off and swapping spit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
That's how it went down, huh?
Yeah.
All right. People were noticing, they said, he was complaining about not feeling well before he went on that trip last week. And I think people were saying that you're like, you'll be fine. And
We told him to shake it off.
yeah, shake it off.
Shake off COVID, you loser.
Yeah.
We're so insensitive.
Get your ass in that RV. And then, he's got the full-blown COVID now. So, I don't know. We'll see. So.
He definitely was not running like a big old fever, though, right? Like, he was hot yesterday.
I don't know.
I touched his head yesterday, and he
Yeah.
was hot, and I was like,
Right.
"Oh, he's got a big fever."
Well, it is slightly deceptive, too, that, he always wears that hot wool cap. So, you don't know
True.
if that could be part of it. So, maybe. I don't know. So, anyway, Bird won't be in with us this week. He'll be back in studio next week, but he'll be checking in from time to time. I don't know that he's going to be with us for the podcast. I don't see him, so I don't know if he's laying down or what's going on. But he's not with us right now.
Maybe the COVID said, "You're laying down now,
Yeah,
bitch."
maybe.
Sometimes that happens too.
Yeah. Let me see here. Got some emails going on, and some of them are about the COVID. Richard wanted to know, did the Queen ever get her smell back? No, she did not. She has not had a sense of smell for 2 years now, pretty much. Almost 2 years. Coming up in August. I saw even last night, she's still doing that smell test thing.
She is.
Yeah, where it's kind of like I don't know what it is, eucalyptus or something along those lines. And she, breathes in deeply with it, and it's supposed to get it back. I mean, and she's been pretty regular with that, and still nothing.
Wow.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you.
How long you guys been on?
20 minutes.
Yeah,
Fuck, I never got... No, you have not.
we're just getting ready to get out of here.
Yeah,
Get
about to wrap this bitch.
All right, y'all have a great day. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
I didn't get my notification. That's bullshit,
All right, we'll
bro.
see you, Bird. Take care, man. All right, bye. Okay. All right, goodbye.
Oh, that's some
I'm
cold
glad I
shit.
made it. Shit.
Kevin, you cold. And I
Y'all
love
trying
it.
to fucking freeze a bird out of this bitch.
Oh.
And goodbye. All right.
So
thanks.
you didn't hear what we said in the beginning? Oh, that's good. You'll have to go back and listen to it when you can't yell at me. You just sit there and seethe.
I don't give a fuck what you said, lady.
He don't care. He don't care. That's right. Let me see. Do have an email here about you, though, Bird. People watching your house, they love all the figurines and everything that's going on with it, how fun it looks.
It's a show.
Yeah, it is. It's very
Thank
bright,
you.
colorful, lots of
quite
good things
kind.
going on there. But they're wanting to know, how do you dust everything? That's one big question that always comes in. And also, Michael was saying, does anybody else see an issue if Jaybird ever gets a dog around those like 4 billion tiny figurines all over his house? He'll have to strain
I've
the
got so many answers.
Okay, he said he'll have to strain all the dog poo to find the missing pieces, let alone the wagging tail. Those things will be flying all around like a hailstorm.
Yeah, I know. People sometimes, when they don't live at your house, think they know what goes on. I watch dogs all the time. It's never an issue. Dogs are pretty chill. There's ways to barricade stuff too.
Okay.
I honestly, I'm not trying to be a smartass. I have not really had an issue with any dogs knocking over any shit. And dusting doesn't take that long.
Okay. And,
Yeah,
how do you do it? Do you do them individually, or how do you dust?
Yeah, what I do is I will take a Saturday or a Sunday. I take my figures down, wipe everything down, and then put them back up. And it really doesn't take me that long. I put on some peaceful music. I find it relaxing, actually.
Yeah. You know what? It can be. I'm oddly enough, I'm so freaking lame in life that I enjoy cleaning. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Well, I know that if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it.
Right.
So sometimes I just have to just buckle down and do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's part of it too.
The only thing that's happened with a dog is a dog's eaten something, but that's about it.
Okay. So no issues there.
Yeah, I think when I do get a dog, I'll make sure it's the right kind of dog, and we'll get a feel for each other.
Got an email about what would you like to do, but you just don't have the balls to do it. And one thing somebody had said was stand-up comedy, and Fonzo told a story about he'd always had a dream to be a stand-up comic, and he said screw it, had a little bit of money saved up, dipped, moved to New York City, gave it my best shot for 6 months. It was a blast, but not for me, but I'll never regret it. Gave it a shot.
Good for you.
I always tell people to at least try their dreams. That was about 7 years ago, and life's been great. Got a marketing job, and this was after college, and that is a great time to do it because as life does go on, I'm sure if I went and told the Mexican queen, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to dip out of KVJ. I'm going to go to New York City and try stand-up comedy for 6 months.
She'd be like, the fuck you are.
Right.
Over my dead body.
Yeah, that'd be a challenge. So it's a good time when you got nothing to lose to go out and try anything.
You can sit down right there, breadwinner. You're not going anywhere.
That's not going to fly. So anyway.
But I did it several times when I was young. When you're young in radio, you kind of have to do it to get better jobs because a lot of times if you work at a radio station, they don't do a lot of promoting from within. You have to move markets to get promotions, and I learned that pretty quick. So I bounced around a lot. Mm-hmm. It's fun. When you're young and you don't have anything, you can just pack all your stuff in your car and pack it up and move to a new town and start over where nobody knows you and you're the cool, new, mysterious new person in town.
Yep. It's a good time to do it.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of let you know, if you didn't, Jaybird, we were talking about the weird thing that a guest has done in your home, and you talked about somebody took their shit paper and put it directly in your trash can.
Yeah.
You're like, what an animal. Dr. Astrid, our local historian, had said, yes, you might see that in certain places like South America. I went to school in Costa Rica. No toilet paper allowed and none provided in public places, even schools. You have to bring your own. Most of Latin America is like this. I just wanted you to be informed. How about that?
Huh.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And so, they throw it in the trash can, not in the toilet. Crazy, huh?
That is crazy. He was of that culture, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah. All right, there you go. So thank you very much, Dr. Astrid, for that. And
did you get any more? Did anyone else talk about that? Was that the only email you got about the toilet paper and the trash thing?
that was the only one that I got.
Some guy named James didn't email you about it?
No. Mm-mm.
Huh. All right. Never mind.
Who's James?
He had a big old history behind why his family did it, and they still do it today. And it was a lengthy email about how his family poops and how they wipe their butt and they put it in the trash can.
It's a lot of info.
Yeah, wasn't it? And now I'm thinking, well, it was just addressed to me then. If Kevin didn't get it, the fuck is this guy telling me all this shit for?
Yeah, I don't think I saw that. It didn't come through here.
It's kind of creepy, James.
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
James, do me a favor, send those to the show, please.
He wanted to make sure that it was just you and him conversation.
You and his poo. That's all he wanted in that conversation.
I guess you're right.
Wow. Okay. Let me see here. Also got an email about stock in the Wedding Bar, Virginia.
Oh, yes. Tell me, because I'm purchasing now. I was doing it yesterday and today.
You've gone through pretty much everything, and there were a couple comments I did see. Somebody said a bourbon/whiskey and a rum.
I know. It's just like now. I mean, what a full bar? They only asked for vodka and tequila, so I'm bringing a toll vodka and then just whatever tequila I can scoop up. But you're right. If you don't have a bourbon and a rum, you're kind of half-assing it.
Mm-hmm.
Is bourbon whiskey like whiskey's cousin?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're like cousins. Bourbon and whiskey and all that.
Mm-hmm. Got a little heads up as people are going out for their summer travel plans. Had Renee sent this in. She took the family to Boone, North Carolina, I guess, last weekend. They had their Bigfoot Festival. I know we've heard about that. And there she is with her kids with a Bigfoot on KVJ TV, if you're watching that. So many Bigfoot festivals going on.
I've been to that Boone. It's beautiful. It's up in the mountains.
Yeah.
That is a badass Bigfoot costume, and that's got to be at least $4,500.
Think so, huh?
At least.
That is nice. They bring out the good stuff in Boone, North Carolina. I think that's where they got
man.
Appalachian State.
That thing is fucking sweet, man.
Yeah. Sounds like a lovely place. Got this email from Susan in Seattle. She said, listen, hookers. You all promoted this Bigfoot Festival as an unofficial KVJ outing in Logan, Ohio. You need to hashtag be cool and show up. We are flying from Seattle to be there, so you need to get your butts up there.
Who said we're not?
Yeah, I don't know. Guess she heard some waffling.
Who's...
I look, if no one comes up there with me, that's just the way it is. I'm definitely going up there.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Also, catching up on previous podcasts, she says, Dick's are not the best burgers in Seattle. She said, BY's are. Buys are? I don't know. BY''S are. Best pizza is at Rocco's in Belltown. Jaybird needs to try it. And Seattle also has a pod festival called Hemp Fest in October to check out.
I love Seattle.
Yeah, V, you're still going to. There's been no waffling from us, right?
Yeah,
you're still going.
We just need to figure out how we're getting up there and if we're taking an RV or if we're flying.
No, we already see. That's why they're thinking we're waffling. We've already talked about this on the air, dog.
Are we flying?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. We just didn't buy our tickets yet. That's all.
Okay.
Right?
We'll talk later because we'll talk later.
Did you buy tickets?
We're still going. We're still going.
Anyway, Susan just wants to close out. Get yourselves to the Bigfoot Festival in Logan.
All right, Susan.
August 5th.
We heard you.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming in hot.
There you go. All right. Let me see. Got also this about a Bigfoot Festival 2022. Said I'm a huge fan since high school, and I was wondering if it'd be possible to join you guys with going to the Bigfoot Fest this August. I really want to go.
Yes, everybody can go.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can't stay at Kevin's dad's house, but everybody can go.
He actually, my dad is kind of like the bird. He'd probably take everybody. It would be a complete mess, but my dad is a welcoming man, so I'm sure he'd be like, yeah, come on,
he
and we'll
is a
figure it
sweet
out.
pea.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my dog allergies, I would stay there, but I'm just so sensitive. I got to stay at a hotel.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Know that he has a dog, one dog now. He's down to one dog. He's got one dog. I think he's contemplating another. And he's got a cat, so he does have that. Ooh. And there is an ass load of guns. So if you have a problem with guns, that would not be the house to stay in. They're everywhere.
But he's a trained marksman.
Yes.
So if you want to go out on the town and feel safe, like nobody's shooting up this place because Drew Ralston's in the house.
I will tell you, if you don't like guns, do not go to Logan. Do not go to Logan because I tell you, in fact, he was saying in their church, they were talking about that, and they said this would be the worst place for a shooter to come in, and they did a raise of hands who's packing, and everybody raised their hand. And it was a
Damn.
congregation of about 200 people.
Even grandma.
Yeah, even the old ladies pack. So everybody is strapped in Logan. You will see guns all over the place. That's just it. They just walk down the street with them. They don't care. That's just what happens.
For
Guns,
somebody
guns,
like
guns.
me that doesn't have a gun, I feel so safe knowing your dad does.
Yeah, it's oddly enough, like I said, I think for people that grew up around them, everything that's going on right now, it's really kind of odd because you grow up with such a respect of guns that you would never ever think that anyone would ever do that. And like I said, people fought a lot and people got upset and they would vent
Fist
and
fight.
have their frustrations, and yeah. No one ever thought, I'm going to go grab my gun. Like, that just never was anything. If you're grabbing your gun, you're going hunting or shooting. And that's it. So
For humans.
Not at all, no. Not in Logan. No. Not in my hometown. They don't do that. Everywhere else they do. That's what they do. Kristen, she sent an email. She said, hey, I just wanted to suggest a murder podcast I thought Kevin and Jason would like. It's a true story that took place in Piketon, Ohio. It's called The Piketon Massacre by KT Studios. Now, we do murder in Logan, but I will tell you that Logan, they usually dismember the body. So it's typically a stabbing or, something like that.
It's a mysterious murder.
Yeah.
Well, they want it to be personal. They want you to really feel it. They want it to be intimate.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more respect when you do it that way. So, or they'll kick you to death. That's pretty much what they like to do in Logan. So they do murder, but just not with guns as much.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Just giving you all a little warning. The Piketon Massacre. 8 members of the Roden family are murdered at 3 different houses while they slept. 4 members of the Wagner family have all been arrested for the murders.
Wow. It was a orchestrated hit.
Yeah, the
family on family.
Crazy, right?
That's juicy.
Imagine that waking up to murder.
Damn. Nothing you can do sometimes at that point.
The murder stemmed from a custody dispute over a 2-year-old little girl. It's a fascinating story that you can't turn off. I'm from Huntington, West Virginia.
Wow.
Which is not far from Piketon. I think you'll enjoy it. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of podcast murder specials about Ohio.
You could just stop that. There's a lot of podcasts.
There is, yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the good ones, and it's really, you got to weed through a lot of crap turds to find a good one.
We got Aaron. He said, Kevin, what if you asked Christian Wilkins to co-host a Dolphins podcast with you? Again, there's just too many podcasts.
Yeah.
Also, too, I'm sure he would like to do it for free.
Yeah, right. You do a podcast once a month.
I want to be
about the Miami
friends with
Dolphins.
him. I don't want to do a work project with him.
Yeah.
I want to hang out. I want to go to the bar. I want to go to a concert with him. I don't want to do like work.
And are you looking to do any more extra podcasting, Kev?
No, I'm not. No, after I did the sports show, it was definitely a lesson well learned. As long as I got KVJ, I'm not looking for any other side projects. There's nothing else I'm looking to do. I realized, I'm like, dude, you have your hands full. Like, you can barely get this show done. What the hell are you doing?
A quick programming note, Kev. We're going to have to cancel Weird Whatever this week, obviously.
Okay.
Why, you lazy SOB?
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
So interesting idea. If I ever did any show like with Christian Wilkins, not that I had the time, but if I did, there are plenty of sports guys who are trained for that, talking about the Dolphins, and that's handled.
If we ever did it, I would see us doing we do the podcast out live somewhere, which we're about to start bringing those back soon, hopefully. And we invite him to be a part of it. Like, we go down south somewhere in Lauderdale, and he's there in the bar with us, and we do the podcast live, and we all have a good time. Like, I could see that having awesome legs, but have it be a one-time thing, and that's it.
The show that would be good with Christian Wilkins would be doing a food show. Ooh. If we did anything, it would be going around, because he talked about he loves chicken wings, he loves his ranch dressing,
yes.
He loves all that stuff. It would be going around with Christian Wilkins, because he would be fun and personable, and it'd be a great watch, and you'd find all the places that he loves, and him talking about food. That, I think, would be fun. So doing something other than football with him.
He doesn't need us to do that either. He can do that on his own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and is Kevin gonna eat the healthy stuff?
Yeah.
Is he gonna watch
Right.
Christian eat?
Christian eats the good stuff, and then we all just mock Kevin for being on a diet.
We mock Kevin for not eating it, and then it turns into basically a battle rap podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me see here. Okay. Somebody wanted to know, what does the lady say advertising your show? Sometimes when you come back from commercial, it sounds like she says, kids, it's KVJ. It's the same person that says, what's hot now on the KVJ show. So what is she actually saying? I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
I think she says tits.
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 Get your tits ready. They're coming back.
Tits, KVJ.
Tits.
We do like it when y'all get your tits ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I think we just like tits.
They should be ready. Let me see. You also have some questions here. Catarina said, hey, I'm 33 and I finally want kids. My whole life I've been so against them. I will need medical assistance to get pregnant. It doesn't happen naturally for me. But here are my issues. I've always looked at men as car leases. First 2 years are great. 2 to 3, I'm looking for an upgrade. Okay. She said, I currently do have a boyfriend who is an excellent father. I love his character and personality. Most of all, I love the way that he is with his daughter. We live together and are a little less than 2 years in. I don't know if I should do IVF with him.
How old is she again?
She said 33. She said in the future, possibly break up and get stuck with baby daddy issues, or just do IVF alone as a single mom and a random sperm donor. I'm so lost. I see the pros and cons of both. I have no clue what to do.
I don't know. Yeah, because I agree with you. I see the pros and cons of both. But if you do see him with his daughter now and you like the father that he is with her, that's encouraging. At least if you have him in her life, she grows up, or he, whoever you have, a boy or girl, at least that child will have a father who's present. If you do the IVF thing by yourself and you have an anonymous sperm donor, you won't have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with the dependable guy who's a good dad.
Okay, so you would say just do the IVF with him then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. I mean, if you already know the kind of dad he is and this is a process you want to start, I mean, you're only 33 though. Your clock is not ticking loudly yet. I would say you're good till about like 38, 39. They don't really consider you high risk until you get, right around there. I know 35 plus, but with IVF, I think it's different too, right? They can make miracles happen.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do. I mean, we had done the IVF. It is pretty impressive, what they can do because, they can narrow it down to and take the strongest swimmers and all those kind of things. So it really does give you better chances to get a healthy kid. The one thing I wonder is, I'm sure they see this, and I'm wondering if there is some kind of IVF agreement where there's a primary parent that they say, hey, look, we don't know what our relationship's going to be like later, and one person might sign off on parental rights. I wonder if there is something that's almost kind of, they have what's called like a boilerplate contract.
That makes sense legally.
Yeah, where it's just like, look, this is the kind of thing, you take it to your attorneys, you get it notarized, you sign off on it, and then if there's ever any question and you guys split up later and he's like, no, I want child support and this and that. You're like, dude, we signed an agreement on how this is going to work if we're ever.
Right. We have a custody agreement in place.
Yeah.
If we break up.
That'd be a question I'd ask Catarina.
Yes.
Go that path.
That's a good idea.
I like that name too.
What's that?
Catarina.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are you allowed to say that still to people, or is that considered creepy? And you got to shut the fuck up. You can't say someone's got a nice name.
You can say that.
Okay, all right. I have 102 fever. I don't know the rules anymore.
Are you taking anything?
Yeah, I'm taking the day off.
No, I mean, do you need me to drop off anything?
We'll talk after. People don't want to hear this shit.
I think they do. They want to know what you're doing over there.
I'm not doing anything fun, I can tell you that much.
Have you tugged it since you tested positive?
Not a bit.
Okay. Wow, he really is sick, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you eating it all?
I'm not eating much, dog.
Really? No craving for any kind of food?
Not really. Not right this second. No, I haven't the last day or so.
So, hey, that COVID diet is real, bruh.
Yeah, you're right.
You wanted to kickstart a diet. The universe intervened and kicked it off for you.
No, it's always a healthy way to start off a diet with COVID. You're right.
Denny's had posted up a little bit about his pasta diet last night on the KVJ Show Facebook page.
I saw that.
Did you see all the shit he was getting?
Oh, people gave him shit. I didn't
People-
read the comments.
People behind a computer are the biggest dicks on the planet. And look, I can say that because I'm behind a computer.
There were a
right
couple
now.
people went into the concept pretty hard.
Oh,
People are such dicks, man.
I love it when somebody is really a dick to somebody who's peaceful and
Right.
sweet.
Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, it's a fun little read. If you want to see people being a dick to Denny's diet plan.
Get him.
Yeah.
Oh, they are good, Virginia. People are texting me about it.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of people against this pasta diet, let me tell you.
I love it. Hey, whatever stirs the pot.
I do want to say I'm going to start the pasta diet when I'm better and healthy and
Okay.
do it for real. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I got an email here saying, I want to get your thoughts on this. My husband's job wants him to start working out of their Atlanta office. The move will come with a new title and a big pay raise. It's tough for him to pass up, but our issue is that we have 2 children who grew up in South Florida and are only 1 and 3 years away from graduation. We don't want to rip them away from all they have known, so I will stay here as he flies to Atlanta during the work week. He would leave every Monday morning and return every Friday night. His company offered to put him up in an apartment, but I don't like that. It just rubs me the wrong way. I want him to stay at a hotel instead. I don't like the idea of him having an apartment.
It's no difference.
He says the company would pay for the apartment, but if he did the hotel, we'd have to kick in half. My husband says that we should just take the apartment, but I hate the idea of him having an apartment. Does anyone else get my concern? My husband says he thinks he'd be more comfortable in an apartment. Does it matter?
Well, he'd be more comfortable wherever he's telling you he'd be more comfortable. And if work is going to pay for the apartment,
Yeah.
I would take the free apartment over having to pay half of a hotel bill. I mean,
Yeah.
if your hang up is you think he can get into more trouble in an apartment than a hotel, if a guy's going to get in trouble, he's going to get in trouble anywhere. Hotel, apartment, trailer park.
He could bang her in his car.
Yeah, he can get in trouble wherever he is. I don't think the environment is going to make him more or less prone to be a bad boy in Atlanta.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
If you don't trust him to go to Atlanta, that's a bigger issue. I don't think where he lays his head at night is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Kev, to go back to Denny's pasta diet real quick.
Yeah.
If it's possible, it might be kind of funny tomorrow to read some of the more hateful comments. There was some really good stuff on there.
You should make Denny's read them.
You really should. That might be funny, man.
He goes in and gets the feedback.
Seriously, anybody right now who's got a couple extra minutes, go on that thread and just write something really hateful.
It would be funny to
Denny's.
hear peaceful Denny's, hear people talking such shit about his pasta.
I mean, come at him hard about his pasta. It's all in good fun. We know you don't really mean it.
No, Virginia, there were people that fucking were not going on there in good fun and they meant what they said. That's what's hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah. Some of the comments, John had put, pasta is not a healthy diet, but you need 20 more pounds on your body. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Linda said, terrible idea. Yes, calories in is less than calories out is simple for weight loss, but your body requires protein, carbs, and fat. If you eat all carbs, your body needs protein. It will get it from your muscles. You'll end up skinny fat with no muscle.
Skinny fat is not a good look, y'all.
I know. Everyone has the answers. I get it. I totally get it.
Feel free to go on that post and just go hard.
Go real hard.
I think I might.
You go in there and just give them some
Just
hell.
to go in there and troll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go. So people are saying, I wish this was a real diet. All I ate was pasta, and that's why I gained so much weight.
Pasta's fun, y'all. Look, it's just so delicious and filling and all the sauces and butter and garlic. Bring it on.
I know my body very well, and if I'm exercising with pasta and I am running, and like someone said, you can mix in some protein in there. If you keep that below 2,000 calories, there's no way I do not lose weight on that.
Mm-hmm. Regina said, this is an awful idea. You're going to wind up a diabetic. Don't do it.
Everyone's a doctor, Kev.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So there's some stuff on that. Some people are saying it's not the pasta, it's the oregano on top. I don't know. Some people got a problem with this sauce.
There's a lot of issues, man.
Some people got issues with the countertop.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Oh, you're right. No, that's my favorite. When you put a post up about something, but all people do is, I remember I posted something up, and all people had to say was, Bird, water your fucking lawn. I'm like, motherfucker, the post wasn't about the lawn. Stay on topic.
I love that. That makes the post 10 times more fun to read the comments.
Oh, it is. No, I get that's what sells. I get it.
Mm-hmm. A couple other comments. Renee, pasta is not good for a diet. Why do you see all these old Italian men with that big fat hard tummy? That's why pasta.
Damn.
Yeah.
Coming in on Denny's and Italians.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're going in on
watch
my
themselves.
people. And she is not far from being wrong.
Let me see. One thing that I had just seen we didn't have on the regular show that is kind of a relief for me. I'm happy to see this. The Foo Fighters have announced they are going to be back performing live. They are going to be starting off a series of Taylor Hawkins tribute concerts.
Oh, that's sweet.
To their drummer that died in March. They are going to start on September 3rd at London's Wembley Stadium. That will be their first show back. So I assume they've got a replacement drummer, obviously, because you're not going to do a rock concert without a drummer. And then they're going to do the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, 2 shows there. September 27th is going to be the first one there. So it sounds like they're starting to get back out, and they've got a couple dates planned. And I really I like that. It sounds like the whole band, they just love being together, and playing music is where they find their joy. And I can imagine this has been really tough to lose one of them like that. But I think this is a great thing for them. And I hope they do a whole Taylor Hawkins tribute show. Just the whole show is, playing videos of Taylor Hawkins. I think their fans would love that. I think they would love that. I think it'd be therapeutic. I think it's a positive way. Other than, what are you going to do? Like, just stay home and stare at your wall all day? And
right.
Be sad?
If it makes you happy, you got to get out there and keep doing it. And turning it into a tribute for him is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a tough thing to do, though. That's not going to be easy.
Yeah,
They're going to cry.
No doubt.
Those first few shows are going to be painful.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be a time, too, where you have to, if that becomes part of the show and, time make you happy, or does that bum you out to do that? I'm sure it's going to be different every single time you do it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure the more they do it, the easier it'll be. And I would see them, for the most part, it being a celebration, of who he was and the fun he had.
And I know that's how they're going to present that, to the public, but, in turn, it's for them.
Yeah. You keep kind of...
You're cutting out.
Right at the key word. You say a key word in each sentence, and that's when you freeze.
Man, honestly, it wasn't that good, so...
Okay, well then fuck it. Let's go.
Bruh, your Wi-Fi sucks.
Yeah.
Dog, I better not. I'm fucking paying top notch for it.
All right, y'all. Thanks for the emails. You can always send them in, mail@kvjshow.com. We'll get to them on tomorrow's After the Show podcast. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Every life deserves world-class care.